We're recording. Okay. Chris, Nash, a day of fluctuating fortunes.
Yeah, obviously delighted to win the toss and go out there and have them 6 down at lunch. But fair play to Woody, came out and absolutely hammered it everywhere and got 100. So short boundary. I thought he played fantastically well. We probably didn't quite get it right to him. But when someone starts playing like that and hitting the ball all over the park, it's very hard to defend.
Let's go back to 10:30 this morning. You won the toss, elected to field. What was behind that decision, Chris?
To be fair, it was 50-50. Looking back, it was probably the right decision, I think. But yeah, I mean, the sun was out at kind of 10, half 10, and we thought it'd be a decent wicket. And then obviously won the toss, bowled, thinking we got four seamers, and clouded over and was good conditions to bowl in. So we're pretty happy.
And 55 for 6, not so really on the rack, and McGoffin and Jordan as usual doing their stuff.
Yeah, I thought they bowled fantastic this morning. Magsy was his normal self. He just landed on a length and nipped it both ways. There was a hell of a lot of seed movement out there, and it was very hard to bat, especially this morning. And
lest we forget that incredible caught and bowl by Chris Jordan as well.
Yeah, brilliant bit of work. I mean, you see him for England catching those ones in the slips off the spinners, and obviously catching a catch like that, and he caught 2 at slip as well. So fantastic field, a great pair of hands.
How tough is it to set a field when someone comes in and plays like Luke Wood did?
I think if you saw, I tried to cover every single corner, but it's hard to know because he's hitting length balls out the park. That's a ridiculously short boundary, but a wicket that's doing a bit, so it's quite hard to kind of get your head around it. But we probably maybe reacted a little bit slowly. Looking back, probably should have maybe changed the pace up, brought Wellesley on a little bit earlier, just to kind of change the momentum of it. But look, fair play to him. He played brilliantly. He struck the ball cleanly, and the balls were flying over the keeper. It's very hard to have fielders everywhere.
Sussex come to bat. You didn't open the innings, Chris. What was the reason behind that?
Well, I mean, obviously Joyce was missing. Yards came back in after missing the last one, so it kind of worked out nicely for me to bat 4. I don't think I've not opened for about 8 years, so it was actually quite enjoyable. But I was out there in the 4th over, so not too much.
And difficult conditions, and really Sussex had everything to lose then, going on and off for the bad night. That can't have been easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, conditions were pretty poor all day. I thought we played through some very, very bad light and some drizzle as well, which, when the pitch is doing enough anyway, I thought it was really hard work for the batters, and even the fielders couldn't see the ball. So, I thought we played through some real tough conditions, and obviously that last session made it was very, very hard and very tricky, and obviously to lose 3 is disappointing, but to be expected when the ball's doing that much.
I'll say 3 down overnight, so tomorrow's another day. You're hoping for a bit of sun and a chance to bat long.
I'm praying for it to be 32 degrees and all the grass to go off the wicket, and we can make hay. But look, we'll come out, me and Wrighty in there, and we'll go out, find a game plan to play on that wicket and hopefully get through to kind of 25-30 overs when the ball gets a bit softer. And then I believe batting does get a little bit easier, but it's going to be hard work, especially that first session tomorrow morning.
Is that the key sometimes, Chris, when the ball goes a bit soft? Because it's so unusual to see someone like McGoffin going for, I know it's a very short boundary, but for 6 sixes, is that something to do with the ball going soft?
I think when the ball goes softer, what it does, I mean, the ball's nipped. I mean, our last 4 games, the ball's nipped considerably, but when it nips a bit slow, it obviously gives the batsman a bit more time to play it. I think also when the ball gets a bit older, guys have seen what the wicket's doing and they've kind of devised game plans. So we've seen guys play properly, hasn't quite worked out. We've seen guys go really hard, and they've been more successful.
Wonderful, Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you very much.
Cool.